Welcome back. We are here high above Loxley Village. I'm just going to give you a quick update as to what's been going on since the last time you were here. We built an ore works. Let's take a quick tour around. Yeah, we're going to do all this in creative mode so that I don't freak out any of the animals who are currently roaming around in the village. We haven't completely furnished this place yet. We did create a copper ingot and made ourselves a cage, and we went out and got a sow. We also found the rooster. He was in a cave under the village, which is why we could hear him, but we couldn't see him. So I found him and I filled in that cave. And he is happily fertilizing eggs for us. This is the lower level of the ore works. And this is our original ore works pit kiln. We found fire clay in a cave. It wasn't very hard to find, so I was shocked when I found it. So we made ourselves some bloomeries. However, we don't have anything to put in them, but we have bloomeries. So we're keeping our original pit kiln area. This here goes into the cellar of the little house where we started. This was the original cold room, and we expanded into our storage area. So now that is our cold room. And if we come up here, who's sleeping? XX is sleeping. Yeah. Ludwig moved out. He was the trader. Yeah. He moved out. So anyway, there is our ore works. Let's take a little jaunt around. I know it's a little dark out here, but you don't really need to see too far. Back here, we are working on this peat field. Oh, hi there. Okay. A lot of this was peat, and we dug it all out and made this hill with just dirt. And when all of that fills in, all this grass grows and this green, that's going to be a nice soft hill. And as soon as I finished it, a bunch of animals were climbing on it. So we're going to keep it, I think, for now, because it seems to make the animals happy to climb. And we'll finish off this area here. Oh, look at this, see? They like it up here. Right, over here, funny thing happened. We put a couple soldiers in here. I put the female, let's see, I think she was the soldier, and Lambert is the archer. Well, I put one here, and then I put one over there. Tasia started out here, and Lambert was over there. Well, after about, 2 minutes, they both started moving at the same time, crossed each other in the path, I think it was on the stairs, and they switched places. And that is where they are presently. We now have 8 people instead of 5. We brought in 2 soldiers and a shepherd. And the reason we brought in a shepherd is because we have a barn. There's our sow, and she is pregnant. What you doing up there, bud? Oh, good. She's sitting on some eggs. Excellent. There's some eggs over here. Yeah, our animals are multiplying, so very happy. There is our rooster. Yeah, he's a happy guy. We ended up getting another family of these capercaillies. I don't know if that was during the break or if you saw that. I fenced off this area here because the bulls, we have 2 bulls, they insisted that they could get in from the backside of this barn. So we fenced it off and made a door here. And we don't seem to be having any problem. So there is the status on that. Let's see, I'm looking at my list. Oh yeah. We went through the houses and they all got new doors. They solid doors. And of course you knew they had heat and chimneys. And if you look up in the left-hand corner, we're getting the icon. When I first did the houses, I wasn't getting the icon. And then it occurred to me that the chimneys, if you look at the chimneys, you can only hollow out this much of it. If you hollow out any more, they won't work because it doesn't recognize it as a solid block. So just a little hint. If you hollow it out any more than that, you have to put another layer around on the outside. Now this area here, this is just a thin layer around a block that was there. We took the block out and we put in a solid trap door. So you can see the difference in the wall thicknesses here. But with that trap door right there, it sees that as the end of the blocks. This here, as far as this structure is concerned, this block here doesn't even exist. Which is why we can put our slatted trapdoor on there, and we have a chimney, a functioning chimney, where the smoke does billow itself up, but it doesn't come high enough to come out the top. I know we have these little chimney pieces that we can put in there, but they're constantly puffing smoke out, and I don't want that. So I think everyone is going to start getting up here real soon. Ooh, let's check and see what we've got here. We can pick. All right, going back into survival mode. Sorry to any animals we might freak out. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put carrots back in here. While I was running around, I also found some high fertility soil just outside of the village. And then I found another batch of it. There's some here and some right here. I didn't pick any of it up because I didn't have a shovel at the time. Yep, my shovel had broken, so we couldn't get any. Let's see how we're doing up here. Turnips grow very quickly. I'm looking forward to tomatoes and maybe sweet potatoes. We do have a mod that gives us potatoes. I haven't found any, so I'm not sure where we would get them from, and I don't know where we would get the seeds from. So yeah, we might just have to go right into creative and pick up some seeds if we want to have potatoes. But yeah, I could think of a whole list of foods I'd like to have. I don't really care if it's period piece appropriate or not. We just need a bigger variety of foods. Yeah, I like the barn, and I like that that they're using it. That's very cool. It's been raining here for a while. Yeah, there was a question about this. No, I did not have to switch it around because this is probably the, I don't know, they've taken turns. Everyone has lived in here. And we don't seem to have a problem finding the door now. I did renovate a little bit in there, and maybe that helped. But yeah, no problem finding it now. So anyway, that's where we stand at the moment. We have 8 people now. Yeah, good morning. I'm not sure who that is. We will be looking at getting an herbalist. And it did occur to me that we don't have a smith. Now, one of my rules is before I can do any smithing or dealing with anything warmer than firewood, we have to have a smith on site, and we didn't do that, so we don't have one, but we're going to, because as soon as we can, we are going to, yeah, anyway, as soon as we can, we are going to build a house. And okay, somewhere in here, I'm trying to remember where, seeds. We have some seeds sitting somewhere. Anyway, yeah, we're going to build a house and get ourselves a smith and an herbalist. Yeah, I have some seeds here somewhere. Just not sure what I did with them. I mean, you know, this is all new. We just did all this. And get somewhat organized. Okay, there's a few seeds. We'll just put them up here. Somewhere I want to say there's some sitting on the ground somewhere. While we were out bouncing around in the world, we came across a ruin and picked up these blocks. We've got 7 the cobblestone and 4 of these polished. I just thought they were kind of pretty. So we might make some more of these. We could build our next houses using those materials. Like I said before, one of our rules is that we cannot introduce... Okay, we do have some. Oh, we got a lot of claystone. Excellent. We cannot introduce to the area or to the village anything that is not found within the area. Oh, I heard a door shut. Somebody's roaming around. Yeah, even this house is giving us an icon. Yeah. So for the most part, we are winter ready. And it's only May. We did good. But we do have a few more villages to visit and get them ready. Where are you going? This is X. XX, where do you work? Who are you? What do you do? Are you, Oh, he's pinging. Okay. Are you a soldier? You are a soldier. All right. So we have 3, well, 2 soldiers and an archer. So. Yeah. That's 3 farmers. Why are you both in the same field? Shouldn't one of you be up here? Maybe there's nothing to do up here. Are you going up there? Good, because that's your farm. Problem with the gate? I wondered if this would be a problem. Yeah, I don't know. I have to watch as they come to this area and see if they do have an issue opening that gate. All right. We have a list of things. Oh, hey, you left your door open. Open for business? Oh, hi, Ludwig. Nice. That's the trader. He works in there. I don't know why he doesn't sleep in there. I'm still confused about that. Lambert. Oh, get out of the water. Oh, shucks. I was hoping I wouldn't have to fence this off. Oh, well. Yeah, we do have a list of things that we would like to accomplish. Let's go to the top of the hill here and look around. Yeah, this lost some of its height, but that's fine. Because I want it to be more of a hill and not a mountain. There is one that we will be taking down. The fence crosses right through the center of it. Hi. Oh, you're complaining about the animals. You know what? Leave the door open. They won't be in there if you leave that door open. They'll come and go. Yeah, let's see if I can find it. One of these hills is cut off by the fence, and I think a lot of that hill is going to come down because there's space there that we can use. Let's take a quick fly around the perimeter. We're looking for animals that may have asked to come in. Nothing in here. Oh, here's the hill that I was talking about. This one's going to come down. So somewhere here we need to have, we need to build a house for the smith and maybe a small space for the herbalist. Now, one of the customary things that we've been doing is putting the herbalist near to the gathering place so that anybody who came to gather, if they were injured, that's where the herbalist would be, rather than having the herbalist wandering the village aimlessly looking for injured people. But they do seem to find them, so it's not really a problem. I also wanted to build a small little cafe area right here where they could come and get their food and then maybe go in here and eat while they're gathering. But yeah, we need a house for a smith and a small space for the herbalist. I want the herbalist close to the gathering place. Not too close to that. I could put a house up here. Oh, we can't put the clinic up here though, because if somebody's actually injured, I don't think we really want them to climb a hill to get help. So we won't be putting the herbalist up there. Maybe... Oh gosh, putting him way over here is so far away from the center of town. And the other option is taking down part of this hill. We could do that. Yeah. Take this hill down and bring this path this way, and then have it meet this path here. Okay, that might be what we're going to end up doing. Taking down this part of the hill and making room for our herbalist and our little clinic. And then, of course, in that clinic, we always put extra beds, so that might be where our smith or someone else who changes beds will end up in the clinic. So we'll probably have like 3 extra beds in there. So that's going to be the plan. We're going to level this hill and build our clinic in here. Okay. I'm going to go make a note of that. All right, we've made a note of that, and we've checked our list of things that we would like to do. One of the things we would like to do is make an oven. Let's look and see if we can do that. A clay oven. I think that's one of those things that we make out of clay. Go figure, huh? Let's see, where is our clay? Okay, I swear we are going to label these boxes. I think a clay oven, I think that has to be made out of a specific kind of clay. Yes, it cannot be made out of the red clay. Okay, so let's put that back. I think it has to be made out of the fire clay. Let's look and see. Yes. Okay, well, there we go. And this particular item is going to go upstairs. There we go. Let's see. Well, eventually it's going to end up over in our little cook area. But I think for now, we are going to set it right there. And we're going to make some bread. You know what we don't have? We don't have a bucket. Well, isn't that shocking? Let's see, do we have any wood that we can make a bucket with? Not up here. We do have wood, I swear. And we will get organized. There's some wood. Alright, let's go see how to make a bucket. Okay, we need one of these and some wood. Excellent. We have 2 buckets. One of the things I am going to do is probably put a space down here of water, a block of water, and one up here so we can access it quickly. And eventually we'll have our windmill and our automation over here. We don't have an anvil. We should probably make a mold for that. But I'm not too worried about water in the smith or in the ore works because we have like 4 lakes right here in the village. But it would be nice if we didn't have to like walk that distance. We could put a door back here. And that would solve the problem. There we go. Now we can walk directly out to the water. Okay. Now we just need a door. Do we have any doors? Not there. We are making bread. We need some grain. Actually, I think that grain has to be ground in a quern, doesn't it? That's right. Okay, so we can't make bread just yet. We need to make a quern. Ooh. Let's find out how that is done. We need to find some blocks. We need 4 blocks, sticks, a hammer, and chisel. Pretty sure we have hammers and chisels, don't we? Knives. We have a... knives. Chisel mold. Okay. Well, we got a lot of molds. We need to make a vertical storage rack for our molds. All right, let's go pop this down here. Go find ourselves some copper. Hey, there's a door. All right, let's grab that door. It's not a solid one, but it's a door. Okay, does anybody know where I put the copper? There it is. Oh, let's put the door up. It'll keep the animals out. We lose our little icon up in the left-hand corner, but it'll keep the animals out. Let's go down here and melt ourselves some copper. Where is... Yeah, you gotta bear with me, we just moved in. So I'm not sure where everything is. Okay, our fuels are out here. There's what I'm looking for. The black coal. We do have some down in here. But yeah, you know, when you move into a new place, sometimes it's a little bit chaotic. Okay, and part of the chaos is I don't know where the crucibles are. There we go. Those should probably... Oh, let's put one downstairs and leave two up here. I'm going to take two of the ingot molds down there. And these need to be put in a rack. And I'm not sure where we'll do most of our copper work. Not sure yet. Haven't decided. 260. Okay. And that means that we can... What does this require? This requires 150. So we could do another item that requires 100. What other item do we need? We're looking for all of our tools. There's a good chance that they are a bit scattered because we don't have them all hanging upstairs just yet. I know I saw a basket full of tools somewhere. Alright, we do not need a pickaxe. We do not need knives. We do not need a shovel. We do not need a scythe or a hammer or the shears. We're going to need that. We don't need a saw. So what do you think we're going to need next? Was there a pickaxe over here? Yes, there is. I am going to go with a shovel. Because, if you notice, I don't have one on my bar. In any of my pockets. Oh, that's right. I was digging out the peat. And our shovel broke. So, yeah, we definitely need a shovel. Okay, so where is our shovel? There it is. Okay. We're getting it together. Sort of. Almost there. Good. And our extra, we're going to put in these molds, and we can just top them off. Oh, you know what? We do not have our chimney right there. What is right above us? Oh, that is right outside the door. Okay, we're going to need to move our... Yeah. Yeah, we might need to move our our fire. Or we could just do all that work up here. Because yeah, that can't go. Someone's eventually gonna fall down there and, oh gosh, the animals. Alright, let's put that back. Sadly, while I was building this area, a baby rabbit got caught up in here while I was firing some things, and that baby is no longer with us, unfortunately. Alright, here we go. Chisels. And a shovel. And that little bit of extra. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to have to move that. I could put it over here, or we could just do this kind of work upstairs. Maybe that's what we'll do. But I'm so used to working down there, because that's where we've been. Alright, do we have room for this? We do not. Alright, back outside with you. Yeah, these might eventually be moved into here, so we can grab them a little quicker. Let's look and see if we have any stones. Hey, look, there's our forge. Let's set that up somewhere. We're looking for the stones we're going to need. Where can we put our forge? Ideally, it should be where it can exhaust out. Nah. Right there. We'll make another chimney. But then again, it might end up moving, so we don't know yet. Alright. Oh, look at this. They're gathering. Wonderful. It's all 8 of them right here. Good. Yeah, this village doesn't appear to have any of the issues that we were having before. And I really do believe that it is, we have clay, stone, sand, that it is because of the type of village that we're in. We talked about this before. This particular village is created by the person who created the mod. So he followed, or they, I'm not sure who's on the team, but they followed all of the protocols that these little villagers need to be successful. And they implemented them in the village, and that's why we're not having any problems. The other villages that were created were not created with the same list of protocols. So that's why we were having some issues. All right. Let's go see somewhere. We need to find a cave and see what kind of stone is near to us. I think there's only 4 different kinds we can use. This is in claystone. We can use granite, andesite, basalt, or peridot. Now, we've come across granite and andesite. But in our area, we're mostly looking at this claystone. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what these caves nearby. If we go deeper into the cave, might we find something different? Let's find out. I don't know how deep we're going to have to go, though. This is clay stone. Oh yeah. Have I taken you through here? We borrowed those blue lights from Creative, and we lit up our path down here. Now, this one I think you know about. This translocator here. But there is another one down here that we found, and I don't know if you know about that one. Shale. Nope, can't use shale. Darn. And yeah, the path is lit up to the other location. Let's see if I can remember where that is. Yeah, brown coal, and I do believe that that's the end of the line there. There it is. Yeah, we found another one. Yeah, a while back. I just completely forgot about it. We also didn't grab any of this because at the time we didn't have room for any of it. I don't think we set ourselves up into the granite stone. Oh, shucks. That's not what we need. Yeah, I don't think we had set ourselves up into the in the village just yet. Okay, well, we're not finding granite or... Oh, don't fall down there. Granite or andesite. I know we found andesite once before. Are you going to leave me out? We need to start looking for blue discs. I know that's going to require sacrificing some of our little friends that wander with us in the night. Hi there. How are you? Do you have a blue disc? Do you have any granite stones? Okay, that's Travis. I think we're going to need to wander to some of the nearby caves and see if we can find granite. Let's head up to this area here and see what we find. Now, I do recall that we did find some andesite in one area, and I did mark it. I'd have to check the map again and see where that marking is. Yeah, one of these days we are going to have a designated exit to this village, and it is most likely going to be on this side over here, because we will have a path going to this village, and then of course eventually we'll have another path going over to this village. That is that's the plan, at least. All right, we're going this way. And we're going to aim for one of these caves over here. Oh, look at this. That nice row of bushes right there. Good. And they still have all their berries on them, but I wouldn't count on that for too long. Oh no! Oh, I'm really sorry. Can we check your pockets? Oh, nice. That'll be dinner eventually. Okay. We're gonna fill up all of our pockets before we even get where we're going. Alright, according to the map, we are very close. But, question is, are these ladders accessible to us out here, or are these ladders underground? So how did we get to them? Where is the cave opening? Oh, hey, look. Ask and you shall receive. I'm only seeing claystone. All right. Oh, golly. Whew. Well, I have a feeling if we could get down there, and we go down far enough, we might actually find something. Mature carrots. Good. I'm glad there's still some food out here. Because we have picked quite a bit in this area, and I haven't pushed the map open. We're just kind of staying in this area here, and I'm trying not to get too close to any of these other villages, because I don't want to activate them until we're ready. Until we're ready to do something with them. Andesite. Okay. Let's go ahead and pin that and aim for that area. We are in the area. Now, is there a cave opening? Or is it down here? Oh, I bet we could find lots of things down here. Did we? No, we did not. We do not have a chest with us. Alright, let's set down what we can. Well, maybe if we're lucky, we'll just find what we're looking for and be done. Oh, look, andesite. Ah! Okay. We need 4 of these blocks intact. Yeah, we're going in a direction that we have not gone before. Oh, hey, let's check in here. That elk medallion. Let's grab that. Why not? And a huntsman's tunic. Okay. Well, that pretty much filled our pockets. Time to go home. Okay, so we just need 4 of these blocks intact. Saltpeter. Cinnabar. Okay. Okay, let's see if we get 4 of these without totally destroying this whole place. And there's 4. We're back. Blasting bombs. Let's go ahead and take those. And there's more cinnabar. Are you not marking? Okay, cinnabar is not marking. Let's see if we can find our way out of here. Look, there's light in the water. But I wanna explore a little bit. Okay. Careful of those. Rusty gears. Let's grab it. And these. And that. And what is in here? Flint. Okay. And sticks. Excellent. Okay. We can use those in our translocator that we found. Curiosity if I need to dig in here anywhere. Yep. We have discovered that if there is sand, there's a good chance that there's something in there. Okay. You can have your sand back. Let's check the scroll. There we go. Excellent. Okay, well, our back pockets are full. I think we should probably head back. I say as I go the wrong direction. Hey, but look, it's an end. So that pretty much ended our little adventure. Yes, let's go back. We kind of do have things to do. We have not found tin yet. I'm not sure. Hey, there's light ahead. Let's go see. Wait, have we been in here? I see sand. Forage. Oh. Okay, well, we got a few things. Yeah, we are pretty much out of space. And we left some things at the other end. Oh, well. Looks like we're just going to do some traveling. Oh, yeah, this is the other mine opening. That means I have to go to the other side and pick up the things I left. All right, we made it. Whew! Okay, was there anything up here that we left before that we can take now? What's this? Forage. That's fire clay. Wonderful. And that is chalk. Good. We need that for signs. All right, I need to make my way back to that other mine opening and pick up the stuff we left. Yeah, we're going to have to sacrifice some things. We are back. Oh, I'm really sorry. I'd pick you up, but I don't have any empty pockets. Because we forgot to bring our big chest. Let's go put all this stuff away, make our quern, grind some grain, and make some bread. Let's do the quern first. Oh, you know what we don't have? We don't have our chisel yet. Let's go see if they're done. we have our chisel. All right, let's see if I can remember this. Yeah, we need our hammer, which is upstairs. All right, there we go. Was it there? And was there a stick here? Look at that. We have a quern. Excellent. Let's just put that right there. And let's see. We have some spelt. We'll put that in there. And let's grind down that spelt. Spelt flour. Excellent. Let's see if that's enough to make our dough. It is. Okay, we have 2 loaves of bread. Bonus. We can cook 6 at a time, so let's see. We'll make 4 more, just so we don't waste all that heat. Just cooking 2 of them at a time. Oh wait. This first needs to be ground. There we go. We have loaves of bread. And this oven will only take firewood. And 6 is supposed to be sufficient. All right, we'll give that a minute to heat up while we drop some of these other items. Ooh, we're ready. All right, now we just got to keep an eye on that. Part baked. You can see them rising. Nice detail. Look at them rising. All right, there it is. Let's make a couple of shelves. Yeah, we need a shelf to put our bread on. We don't want it sitting directly on the ground. Ooh. All right, let's put it back here. These we will have to, let's see, they're good for 13 days. We'll have to come back and bake those within 13 days. I think we've had enough fun for one day. Tasia, you having an issue? Oh, let's go into creative and go check out who's in the barn. Wow! Look at this group. Hey, there's an egg. You should be sitting on the eggs. And there's some more eggs. Hi there. Good. Happy little group. Soon we should have a couple of babies roaming around. And some piglets. Because our sow is pregnant. Wonderful. Yeah, very happy with the progress in this little village. I think it's doing very well. Okay, some of them are still a little confused. But yeah. Life is good here. And we'll just leave you with this sweet little picture. We shall return, yes, we'll be back.